Hello and welcome to the YYC Business Speaks show. Today we have Vincent Chow and he's the owner of Bambu and we'll get right into it. So, hi Vince.
Hey, Julia. How's it
Hi-
going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Nice background. It looks like the leaves that you use in your drinks that you create.
Thanks. I don't know, it's a refreshing look. That I was kind of going for a good refreshing look. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you tell me a bit about your business, Vince?
yeah, definitely. Bamboo is a Vietnamese dessert-inspired dessert shop. We specialize in Vietnamese chai, which is like a coconut-based, almost like a bubble tea drink. It's more of like the on the desserty side. It has a lot of nutrition. We use a lot of fresh ingredients like pandan, lychee, taro, red beans, white beans. We make our own jellos in house, and we try to do as much in house as possible.
Oh, cool. So you're basically taking all these ingredients and you put them together in different ways to create a dessert?
Yes, exactly. It's I kind of imagine it as like a healthy take on like a dessert smoothie.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
We all like healthy takes nowadays, don't we?
yeah, exactly. I think that's the biggest thing, right? With the world going into more like a more convenience based things, we were thinking like, okay, how do we mesh something that's very nutritious and healthy with the convenience that you have with bubble tea?
Yeah, that's cool. That's actually really cool because oftentimes when I go for like bubble tea, I'm like, oh, there's so much sugar in it. Like, I don't really want to go get that, but I do want something for dessert. So, like, and I know I've been to Bamboo a couple times and I love your guys' stuff. So that's awesome. How long have you guys been in business?
We've been in business almost a year right now. So 11 months. Unfortunately, we started just as the pandemic kind of like hit, and we are like, oh, okay, well, this is what we're doing now. So we've been in business for 11 months. We're just starting to have like our grand opening, just because of
Oh,
COVID. In the last 11 months, we haven't had a proper grand opening to kind of like show ourselves to all of Calgary. So we're planning something big in the next month or so to let the town know.
oh, cool. So you're intending for that to be in March?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, our first official open date I think was March 16th, and
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, and so we're trying to like end like March 16th time frame, maybe a little bit later than that, just to give some time and room for planning.
Right. Okay. So something to look forward to in March with your business too, then.
Yeah, exactly, that's what we were kind of excited. Like we felt like we haven't been properly introduced to the city,
Yeah.
just with the pandemic. We didn't feel comfortable, but as restrictions kind of lift, we're hoping for a really good socially distant grand opening.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Do you guys have like a target market or like who's your best customer?
Honestly, we have everybody under the sun as customers. Like the like just with the variety that we do give, right? We do have customers from all walks of life, and that's what I guess we were going for originally. We have like some fusion style stuff. So even though our main offering is Vietnamese jai, right? We have a halo halo in the menu, kind of for the our Filipino fans. We have mango nata for like some of the Spanish fans, and so we have all walks of life, and a lot of it is very dietary friendly. So because we use coconut milk, it's lactose free. We A lot of our ingredients and offering is vegan too, so there's no milk
Mm.
products, anything in there. Um, ev- Almost everything is halal because we use coconut jelly and agar agar to make our jellos. So it's a seaweed jelly and a coconut jelly.
Oh, very cool. Wow. So that is quite a diverse range of people that you guys appeal to. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I didn't know that. How cool. I know you just opened about a year ago. What do you think the greatest impact that the pandemic has had on your business?
I think the biggest impact is just things are slow, right? Like during the pandemic, people not wanting to go out as much, not trusting restaurants and cafes as much, and I think that's had a profound impact on us. And we're really taking it stride, and we're doing the best that we can to really stay open and do the best that we can for the community.
Yeah. So, what are one or two things that you guys have had to do over the past year that have made a difference?
Um, I think the biggest thing that really we did to make a difference is we had to really make some hard business decisions, right? Like, um, as a business, it's very good to kind of like help the community and like be open and everything, but we've had to make really hard business decisions to like let go of some staff, right? We if we don't have the hours, like some staff need the hours to feed their family, and so we've had to make hard business decisions to let some staff go and make sure that the team that we have is the core team to running the store. um, I guess
Mm.
another business decision that we had to make was to really I guess find creative ways to reduce costs, right? And so like the number one thing there is we have reduced hours right now. So opening at 12 p.m. or 1 like, reduces the amount of time that we have to pay for that opening time when not much traffic is really coming through.
Mm. Yes, you guys have really had to optimize the different facets of your business to be able to make sure you have your highest efficiency.
Yeah, exactly, right. And I think that's with like any business. We've had to be a bit we've had to be a lot more strict with our suppliers too. And so everything with the pandemic, all costs are going up because a lot less stuff is coming out of Asia, a lot less
Mm.
shipping containers. And so prices have gone up 15, 20, 25%. And just being
Wow.
very like strict with like, hey, like if you raise your prices by this much, you're going to lose our business. So try to like like do not increase the cost as much. Like we've naturally had to seen an increase in our costs due to it, but we've been rather strict and firm with the suppliers that they can't keep on increasing costs like this, or it's just not sustainable.
Yeah. So you're trying to stay pretty balanced and stable with cost across the board.
Yeah, exactly. And we've been like, yeah, it's just been a bit of a balancing act there. So
Hmm. Yeah, definitely things to think about when you have a storefront as opposed to a virtual business right now.
yeah, exactly, right. And property taxes are going, like pretty much all costs are going up, and customers are going down. So we're just doing our best to try and balance all of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, it's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So, what's one or two mistakes that you've made along the way that other business owners can learn from?
That's a that's a very difficult question. We've made a ton of mistakes, and I'm not exactly too sure which one we want to highlight. But I think the number one mistake is not having a good successful grand opening, right? I mentioned it a little bit earlier in here, right? It almost feels like we haven't been really introduced to Calgary very well. We didn't have like a good grand opening ceremony, and so the influx of customers um, and marketing that you get from that is very beneficial, right?
Yeah,
And I think that that's like the number one thing that we kind of missed. Like we didn't feel comfortable with the grand opening because of the pandemic, and
yeah,
we do feel like that's one thing that was a big mistake. Um, Another big mistake is communication. Like it's really our first time doing a lot of the stuff, and all the different owners. Like I mentioned before, there's 5 owners
yeah,
um, that we all have different ways to make the store better, right? And so we all have our own ideas, and we're all like doing our best, right? But then we all have to like come together and make things um and just agree upon what changes we want to make. Because some of us would make some certain changes to like the decor, and some would make changes to like the schedule, and then we'd be like, hey, I made this change. And then so it's been a really a big learning opportunity for us to make sure that, hey, let's discuss all the changes and then roll them out, and then um, hopefully we'll reiterate. So
yeah. Especially when you're dealing with different personalities, right? And like someone has an idea and it's like, I don't see why your idea works well. And
yeah,
you gotta like argue for your point. Well, maybe not argue, but like negotiate your point, right?
yeah, exactly. And it's all part of business, right? Like we know we all recognize that all the ideas are good ideas, right? They all kind of work towards getting to that one goal.
Yeah.
But how to get to that one goal is really the big
Mm,
mystery, right? Like, and we just all have to come to an agreement.
yeah, that's fair. Where can people find you, Vince?
You guys can find us at, so our address is 1115 Center Street Northwest, where Mango Mania was before, and we're just across the street from Wing K. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then where can people find you? Do you guys have social media or?
Definitely. Our primary social media is Instagram, but you can also find us on Facebook. We post a lot of like customer interactions, user generated content, a lot of fun stuff, and try to do something like a contest every now and then.
Okay, and what's your Instagram handle or your Facebook? I don't know what you call them nowadays,
Uh,
handle.
Handle, yeah. Our Instagram handle is bambu.yyc,
Okay.
and same thing with our Instagram.
Okay, so you're the
Oh,
same
Instagram,
bamboo.yyc
yeah, for
Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook, yes.
Okay. Okay, good. And then one more time, what's the address?
The address is 1115 Center Street Northwest.
Okay, so 1115 Center Street Northwest, or Facebook or Instagram at bamboo.yyc is where you can find them if that's where you're looking to go.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything you'd like to offer our visitors or our viewers?
Yeah. If you mention this interview, we will give you 10% off your whole order.
Okay, awesome. So they just gotta, can they phone in to order? Do you guys do delivery? What's your situation right now?
Yeah, definitely. So we do have curbside pickup. We have very limited dine-in. I think we only have like 2 tables open right now.
Okay.
And then yeah, you can phone in and order. You can come in and pick up also.
Okay, and then is there an online order option or?
Yes, you can order through delivery from DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Okay, cool. So you have a wide range of places that people can order from you or different options anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, awesome. So it's 10% off if you mention this interview. You can order online, you can order in person, or you can do curbside pickup.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Vince. Last question. Tell me what's most inspiring to you today.
I think the most inspiring thing is the rallying of everybody under the pandemic. Like there's a lot of bad news, and everybody talks about how 2020 was like the worst year ever, right? But I think like on the flip side of things, there's a lot of people stepping up and just being a voice for those that can't be heard, right?
Mm,
Just across the street, there's a Crescent Heights community fridge that has been opened up to help support the community. And there's so many different acts of kindness and goodness around not only Calgary, but around the world right now. Everybody knows the pandemic is hard on specific individuals, and the amount of outreach and help has grown tenfold from that. So I think that to me that's like the most inspiring and wonderful thing, like just knowing that, hey, during times of despair and sadness, that there's people that really want to go and help and change the world still.
yeah. Also, especially like if you're willing to reach out, knowing that there's people and resources available to rally around you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's important. That is very inspiring. Thanks. So that brings us to the end of our interview. Thank you, Vincent, for being on the show, for sharing your expertise in being a business owner at Bambu. And is there anything else you'd like to say before we end?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for having me, Julie. It super appreciated. It's first interview that I've ever had, so I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think this has been an awesome experience.
Perfect. Thanks, Vince. We'll see you later.
All right, thanks. Take
Bye.
care.